What's up, guys? Welcome and thank you for being here with us on PS Best Friends. This is episode 37 for the week of January 30th, 2018. Still weird trying to say 2018. As always, we are the PlayStation podcast by the community, for the community. We come to you each and every Tuesday to give you the rundown on all the latest PlayStation news you could possibly need. This week, God of War's release date is finally revealed. Epic is shuttering Paragon, and Microsoft may or may not be shaking up the way we play games and whether or not we think that'll affect Sony's ecosystem. Before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star rating on your podcast app of choice to help give you a better podcast. As always, I'm your host, Anthony Palm. Of course, we couldn't bring you all the weekly goods without Chicago's prodigal son, Miguel Alvarez.
What's up?
And the Brooklyn bad boy himself, back from the desert world of wherever the fuck, Jeffrey Mizrahi.
What up, what up? Yes, I've been in Arizona, but you're not going to hear my stories about that here. You're going to find it on the Cocktail Hour, a new podcast we're doing, which is kind of other things we talk about, Arizona, maybe playing some Switch games or stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a part that I just spaced out there. I don't know.
We talk about anime, we talk about car crashes.
Miguel's awake now, so don't worry. The PS Best Friends podcast will be a lot more wholesome Miguel than we got on Cocktail
yeah.
But yeah, so, you can find the Cocktail Hour in this podcast feed you're looking at right now. It'll pop up every Wednesday, and you'll still get the PlayStation podcast. You'll still get in this podcast every Tuesday. Don't worry about that. But, if you just want another podcast of us three shooting the shit, listen to that. Let us know your feedback on that. And we have
some more new content coming soon, more news on that when it is ready, but we promise very soon. So what have you guys been playing this week?
3 months later.
Nice. Been playing this week a good amount. So in Arizona, I spoke on the other thing. I've been playing a lot of Xenoverse 2, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. That's not the new Dragon Ball game. It's the old one. And Skyrim, like always.
I'm disappointed.
I had enough, so to speak, of Bungie and downloaded and started Warframe.
You saw the light.
I did it.
You saw the light, bro. It's fine. It's okay. Just admit it.
There's like a
just
mass exodus going on with Destiny right now. It's kind of crazy.
Dude, listen to this. I was playing the first to third level, whatever, in Warframe, and another guy comes up on mic, and I just hear him talking. I'm like, oh, hey, what's up, man? He's like, hey. I'm like, you big Warframe guy? He's like, nah, I just came over from Destiny. I'm like,
what happened to Jeffrey?
I'm like, how much Destiny do you play? He's like, max slide on all characters. I'm like, same, bro. And it's like, you could, 2 out of the 4 people in this fucking match are people who came over from, it's like, there's something happening here, guys.
There's a mass exodus going on right now. It is fucking
nuts.
Dead. It's not dead. It's not dead.
Do you think it's irrecoverable?
No, it's not. People have been saying it's dead. That's not true, and it can recover over time.
It's not going to recover.
All right, enough about Destiny. What else have you been playing? Or what do you think of
Warframe? Warframe. Yeah, no, Warframe's interesting. There are a lot of
Yeah, that game's complicated.
The comparisons to Destiny, definitely.
It's much bigger than that Destiny, though.
Yeah, I know, but like in terms of equipping and level and all stuff like that. But
there are a lot of systems in it.
There are a lot of systems, and I don't like.
People do like it a lot, though. So I mean,
no, I don't like how it presents the systems. Like, oh, here's. I don't know.
Yeah, you need to like YouTube some video that explains some stuff. Yeah,
which is funny because that's what I always bitch about. What I say I loved about Destiny 1 and I didn't like about Destiny 2. How like Destiny 1, like, oh yeah, you're not going to figure out.
It's so simple, yeah.
I'm saying like you're not going to figure out what's happening in Destiny 1 without looking on YouTubers. And now Destiny 2 is too simple. And now I'm like bitching how complicated Warframe is. But the gameplay is super tight and fluid. Like I was surprised how.
Yeah, I was really surprised with how polished the game was for it being a free to play game. Like gameplay-wise, I mean. And
like if Destiny feels like an amazing first-person shooter, this feels like a really fun third-person melee shooter.
Shooter, yeah.
Depends. Yeah, your play style is going to dictate whether it's a shooter or a melee.
Depends your character you choose, pretty much.
Yeah. You could like straight up do all blade motherfucker or a gun guy. I'm going gun guy just because I'm coming from Destiny. I want guns.
I remember using the bow a lot. I was doing the bow and then
I was the guy with the sword.
The bow was an option. It was in the first level. It's like a crate. It's like pick the bow or the machine gun.
Bow, yeah.
I picked the gun.
Yeah, I picked the bow. So yeah, you've been playing anything else or mostly just?
I did a video for so you probably get to see this soon, but on Until Dawn: Rush of Blood VR. That game is fucking scary.
Yeah, I saw a couple things on that.
I didn't watch it. Yeah, I know you uploaded it, but yeah. So
It's
what'd you think of it?
The other thing I gotta say,
And you played with the Move controllers, right?
Just
Not with
I
pussy,
played with the Move
DualShock.
controllers.
You can't play that game with the DualShock.
If
Like,
you have,
are able to, but don't do it.
If
mean,
you have
you have
friends
the
that come
option.
over
Yeah.
that like scary games and haven't done VR but like love horror, like this is the game to show them over like Batman or over Ocean Descent. Like it's such a solid VR game.
Yeah, and that's what
honestly.
I said last week when we had Nathaniel on. It's like Rush of Blood is like one of the games. Rush of Blood or maybe Resident Evil if they're not going to poop themselves.
Yeah. It's really like,
are not that
it's
scary.
very 1-to-1.
Once you like mentally figure out like, oh, I can aim separately at the same time, then it's like, oh shit, this is really cool. Because like my friend Jesse came over and he was playing it, and at first he was kind of like doing this, and I was like, dude, you can move them separately, and he's like, oh shit, and so
yeah,
kind of cool.
And then in my video also, I realized halfway through like, oh wait, the guns are the flashlight. Like I kept on thinking like, where I'm looking is the flashlight, but it's like, no, it's just the guns. So. That's
cool. Why, yeah. Like when I play Rush of Blood, I'm always like moving them around to like look around at stuff. That's pretty cool. Pretty, I mean, a fun game. I know people were disappointed because it has the Until Dawn name on it, and then it's not the same gameplay or anything. But it's it's like a spinoff. I mean, I get just if that bothers you, just pretend it's only called Rush of Blood. You know, what I mean? I never understood.
I mean, in the game, like I think the roller coaster is called Rush of Blood. Like it says, it doesn't say Until Dawn on the top. And then lastly, I did a video also, but I don't think you're ever going to see that because it was really boring on Starblood Arena. That's the current free game, the free PSVR game if you have Plus. I don't know. It's like it's like a poor man's Rigs, it feels like. Where it's like you're doing the same thing.
Didn't they update that game so you can play it without VR now because not enough people were playing it?
Did they? Oh, yeah. I remember.
That's what I heard. I don't know if they actually ended up doing it.
It might be
because now it's just called Starblood Arena. I think originally it was called Starblood Arena VR.
This could be possible. But yeah, it just wasn't. It was boring. It was like I'm floating around and like waiting for waves to come, and then like you don't really know when you're about to die. Like the screen isn't bright red, and it's in like 2 shots, and then you're dead, and you have to wait for like the round to be over. I don't know. I wasn't a big fan. But yeah, that's about it. What about you guys? What you been playing?
Well, I've been playing Dragon Ball Fighters. It's a great game, dude. The look of the game.
Did we come to a consensus? Is it Dragon Ball Fighters or Dragon Ball Fighter Z?
So
Fighters.
yeah, Bandai.
It's Fighters.
It's Fighters, yeah.
It's Fighters.
Because that's what I thought, and then everyone kept saying Fighter Z. So I was like,
because nobody knew what to call it, but it's Fighters.
Yeah, no, so my source on that, by the way, you complained with that. That's on the blogcast. They said they spoke to the guys at Bandai Namco and that they've been telling them to call it Fighters. So
yeah.
So Miguel, you like it?
I'm liking it a lot. I'm really bad. Like playing online against someone.
Yeah. Jeffrey and I should be getting that probably Monday or Tuesday
from GameFly.
On GameFly.
Not sponsored.
The story. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it's interesting. I'm like, I wish because there's when you get the cutscenes, you need to press X. Yeah, X to keep moving.
It's classic.
Wish it was just advanced by
text
itself.
box, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm watching.
Not a setting
it feels
for
like the
auto...
cartoon. No, I haven't checked. I should check.
But their voice.
Because like Persona has that setting where you can set it to automatically like go on to the next text box.
And it feels like a fucking episode. It cool. Looks so good.
I'm excited.
Dude, it's so good. It takes me, back to the good old
times.
Like
this was the DBZ game we've wanted for like 15 years. Of course,
yeah, exactly. You got it. Plus, the reviews are great.
Yeah.
Just play it. If you're interested, just get it. It's fun. It's really good. It's easy to get into. You could just mash buttons and stuff is gonna happen.
Yeah.
So,
word around the field is that even if you're not big on Dragon Ball, like this, you'll still enjoy this.
Oh yeah.
Like I've seen a lot of reviews.
Like it's a very competent fighter too. It's not just like
if you want to get into
it's not being
the
carried by the brand name. The game quality is good too.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Injustice, like the quality of the game held up with the brands that were in it. So.
Yep.
Now, story wise, are you able to follow it? Is it coherent? Because I'm playing Xenoverse 2 and how it tells the
you
story.
can follow it. It's
simple.
It's pretty simple. Yeah.
Even if like you're not a Dragon Ball guy. Yeah.
It kind of explains to you at the beginning what kind of happened, so you have an idea.
That's cool.
So
in Xenoverse, it kind of just throws you into like already happening scenes from Dragon Ball, and like you will not understand what the fuck is flying unless you have seen all the episodes.
You should be fine on this one.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear.
I've been playing UFC 3, thanks to EA Access from Xbox. Um,
10-hour trial.
yeah, the
Still
10-hour
can't believe
trial.
PlayStation had first rights to that and said no. Can't believe it.
Who cares, man? I'm playing it. I like the game. It looks fun. I'm playing the career just to put things out there. I put it in easy because I don't want to deal too much with the actually
Get your
wrestling
head
stuff
fucking
and
caved in.
it's stuff like that. I'm playing it like if I was a boxer, like the boxing games, like Fight Night. I'm just going in there and just trying to hit haymakers and hooks and stuff like that because that's what I want. I want a boxing game, dude. I want EA, if you're listening, remaster the last one. Just please give it to me on the PS4.
Never
I
happened.
want it.
Boxing
I need
is
it.
dead.
I know it is, but I want it, dude.
Sucks. It sucks.
I miss
but
it.
Boxing's dead.
It was so good, dude. So realistic too. This game is good though. I gotta say that. I think it's simpler than the last one. Like
Because I played
when you're doing
one. I
submissions.
don't know if I ever tried two, but I played one. And one I thought was okay. I thought it was a good building block.
Because I played one too, and the submissions you had to do all this stuff with the
I hated it.
fucking
Yeah,
analytics,
it was like
dude.
there was like two different wheels of shit you got in.
Exactly, and this one's a little bit more simpler, but I'm trying not to get there. I'm trying to knock people out before I get there.
Does the story mode have cutscenes like in the other EA games or no?
Yeah, it's just more like you're coming out through the ranks, videos like that.
It's like the old
Dana
WWE
White,
type of career mode
like Dana
cutscenes.
White. There's a video on like, oh, I went to scout this guy, and we found obviously me because I won and stuff like that. It's not
That's cool.
not a big deal. It's all right. The game's fun, so far.
Yeah.
For the 6 hours that I have played.
Yeah.
What else have I played?
I've been playing.
Oh, Ghost Wildlands, the Ghost Wars. I got that game for $20. I'm really good at that game.
Oh, the PvP?
Yeah,
we got to
PvP.
do. Jeffrey, you don't have it still, do you?
Oh, dude, I'm fucking amazing at that game.
You don't have Wildlands anymore, Jeffrey?
No, I do not.
I was gonna say we should do a let's play of. We could do me and you, Miguel, of the Predator thing if it's still there. We should do that.
I think it is. The
Yeah, so
PvP though, for sure, bro. It's I'll
I'll
play
just
it
good
with you,
for
but
whatever
I'm
reason.
bad
Bad at it, man. So I've been playing. I got to a turning point in the story for Valhalla on Vita.
Oh, that's
it's getting
game
it's
with
getting good. The
Naked
bartender.
Girls and that one. Okay.
Nice.
No, there's no
I
naked.
thought it was the
girls in
Panty Girls
So
and
far,
stuff like
at
that.
Yeah, and that's the one where you play as a bartender. It's like a text adventure kind of.
Yeah, so I got to a
Visual
turning
novel,
point
not
in the
text adventure.
story, and it's getting really fucking really interesting. So I'm playing
So
that.
what's the story about?
It's almost
Can
like
you
hard
spoil?
to. It's like. It's almost like imagine like
if
the
you
Blade
tell me,
Runner
like-
universe, and then just imagine like you're a bartender in that universe, and then it's kind of just like smaller stories within
Seems
that.
kind of boring.
For you probably wouldn't like it, but I stand by. I think Jeffrey will like it.
I'm interested in it. If it
I'm asking to pitch. Give me the
Good
pitch.
shoot.
But the bartending girl stories. That's it. It's like, is there like any
it's
actual
like you-
gameplay?
You mixing
Can
the
you
drinks
like
is the
actually
gameplay.
mixing drinks
Like,
and
yeah, like you're
like
like
they're
you, but
shaking and
nah, it's not.
in
what
what
you're looking
format
for.
though? Is it puzzle making drinks? Is it overcooked make? Like how are you
It's
just clicking? Is it like
So the focus is not on the extra drinks. It's just more. The
no,
story.
the focus is not.
Yeah,
It's the
that's
story.
true.
It's yeah.
Yeah,
no,
I'm out.
it's-
I'm out.
Yeah, and I told you it's not for you, but yeah. So that story's getting good. I picked up the Nonary games. So it's
yes.
999 and Virtue's Last Reward I picked up for Vita because it was on sale. They did that 10% off code thing, which might still be live. So go check that if you haven't used it yet.
Yeah, you got Yeah, you're probably not.
So I picked that up on Vita. I started it. I didn't want to get too far in it because, like I said, I want to finish Valhalla, but I wanted to get a taste of it. And so far, this is way more of a game for me than Danganronpa is, I think. Just because it's a little not more realistic, but more like less like silly. I feel like Danganronpa is like it has its moments of horror and then its moments of just like silliness. I feel like this game it's more up my alley. It's almost like I compared it to kind of like if
it gets
Saw was a
silly, that's for
Japanese
sure.
video game, but
Yeah,
it's
no,
not
yeah.
like a talking bear, is what I'm saying.
yeah,
like it's
fair enough.
But it's I compared it to kind of like if the Saw movies were a Japanese video game, and so I'm into it.
Did
So
you
once I
get
beat
up to
Valhalla,
any
I'll probably
deaths
jump
yet?
into that.
Did anyone die yet in Honorary?
The first guy,
The first guy, yeah.
the guy
that-
dies in 999.
That happens like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's you don't even really do any like it just kind of it's almost more exposition than anything. But so I'm playing. I jumped into that. I'll get back to that once I beat Valhalla, and then what else have I been playing? I picked up Monster
picked
Hunter
up
World
yeah.
today. I didn't play it yet, but I did play the beta, and I enjoyed what I played in the beta, which is why I picked it up. So Tay and I are going to try that together. I really want to kind of she seems like she's not really feeling it, but I want us to kind of get into it. I really want that to be a game her and I can kind of bond over and kind of like I don't know. It seems like a cool game because I don't. Yeah, she's gonna play it for one session.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. But I want to try and play it together. So I'll have more of an update on that next week, along with DBZ, which she's actually really excited for DBZ. So she'll probably actually play that
really good.
More than I will.
I'm sure she's gonna like it a lot.
There was something else I've been playing that I can't remember. Oh, I beat What Remains of Edith Finch. Finally got around to that.
Give me your thoughts on that.
I really enjoyed it.
There's a game of the year quality game where you give it a top 5 on that.
It's not my game of the year. It might have been in my top 5. I mean, I would have to think about it. It might have been in my top 5. Let me put it this way. This is what I said to Jeffrey, and I mean, I think I said it in our group chat. I like it more than Gone Home, and that's saying a lot. And I might, still haven't fully sat on it, but I might even like it more than Firewatch, and I really like Firewatch. I still think Oxenfree is my favorite of those story-driven kind of games, even though it's a different game gameplay-wise, but they're all story-driven. I think Oxenfree is still my favorite. I don't know why, I just have a soft spot for that game, but I did really like it. The only story within it I didn't really like was the first one, just because it kind of unsettled me a little bit. Oh, the cat one? Yeah, that one was kind of unsettling towards the end of it.
Stupid. Yeah.
But other than that, I actually really liked all the stories in it.
Really?
I thought it was really cool. I thought the tie-in to the other Sony exclusive game was pretty cool. It's not as explicitly,
but it's there though.
It's there. I kind of wish I didn't know that it was there ahead of time, because it would have been like, oh shit, wait a minute. But so that game was really cool.
You like the ending?
It's the first. See, I wish Jeffrey had told me. I'm going to warn everyone that hasn't played it yet that you are like, it's the first game I ever played where you come out of a vagina. And I was like, it was a little disturbing. I was like, wait, what's going on? Oh, that's what's happening. So yeah, that happens.
I don't know how I don't remember that part. I'm going to replay.
It's like literally the end of the game.
Yeah.
So that was
spoiler.
Cool.
But
it's, I mean, with no context, not really.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah,
I feel like what's called Dante's Inferno might have had something like that. That's the type of game that would do that.
I mean, it's not graphic. Like, it's not like
no.
It almost looks kind of artsy, but that's what it is.
Dude, one of the stories, which is still my favorite, it's the one with the baby.
Right, hold that.
I'm not gonna say. I'm just gonna say the baby. You remember?
We'll talk off the air about our favorite.
Oh, dude, that little thing is so tragic.
Maybe at the end of this episode we can do a quick little spoiler cast. Like, you can turn it off now if you don't.
I want to play. Well, I'll play it soon before I do spoiler cast because I just played it so long ago.
Okay, so maybe we'll do this.
It's not time to play Edith Finch because it is time for the Island Report.
There'll be some news.
There are 8 items on the list.
8 captains count.
So first off, we know it's been coming for a while. Sony has finally announced that God of War will be released on PlayStation 4 on April 20th, 2018. Director Cory Barlog announced the date and called the date his favorite release date of my entire career. If I live to be 100, I do not think I'll be able to top this release day. I don't know if he's talking about being 420 or that.
Is that a real quote?
It's a real quote. That's a real quote.
That sounds like a fake quote.
That's a real quote.
I never thought I'd release a game on 420.
Did you read his blog post? He it's cute.
It's
like
it was hilarious.
He writes BTW in the middle. Like it's not like just a regular PR. It's just like
no, it's like he actually wrote it.
And there's also some pre-order bonuses. You could check all that. There's digital deluxe edition, which is pretty cool. First time I ever saw a digital edition. When you get it, you enter your email or something or your address onto a website, and they send you a pin, so you get a physical piece.
I like that a lot. I like that a real lot because I'm more of a digital guy than anything. So that's really cool.
So I'm getting
not specifically this game, but like hopefully other games do something like that.
Yeah.
So there's 3 versions for physical. You get the regular one with the game, just the game, and if you pre-order, you get 3 little costumes, whatever. For Kratos
or shields or something.
Yeah, something like that. The second one is the collector's edition. That you get a statue, some booklets, a bunch of Donald stuff, and then the third one is the Mason. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, something like that.
It's the name of the kid, Saint Mason something collection.
Stone Mason or something.
And the only difference is Yeah,
No,
Atreus, the name of the kid.
I think it's a stonemason edition.
Yeah,
but yeah, that just
there you
comes
go.
with
Stonemason.
Stonemason.
It comes with 3 extra fucking little pins or
a
something like that.
keychain. Yeah,
keychains.
They're like little
For like
wooden
$20
totems.
more. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm getting the collections edition. It's $100 on Best Buy. Thank God for.
Now, does that not come with the game?
No,
Yeah,
it
it comes
does.
with the game. It can't. Come on, dude.
See, where I stand on just a
And
quick
pretty nice, like,
sidebar, we won't get
10-inch,
into
I
this,
think,
but a quick
statue.
sidebar, where I stand on those special editions that don't come with the game, just don't call them special
Garbage.
editions. Just call it a statue. Like, just
Oh,
don't
like
call
the
it
Battlefield
don't-
one.
Like,
that
just
they were
call it,
selling
just
for
call it a
$20
statue
like
that
a
launches
couple months
alongside
later.
the game instead of saying it's a collector's edition. Like, don't
Yeah.
imply. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Because that's fine. It's the verbiage they use on it. But back
It's
to the game.
confusing.
So I'm glad we finally have a release date for God of War. I am
Yes,
really
I'm
glad
ready.
it's April, because I was getting worried. Like now this beginning of the year is starting to get clogged up. I'm not gonna have time for anything.
Yeah.
Last year I had a lot of anxiety. Didn't get through a lot of stuff because it was too much. So I think
I mean,
a little
so-
further back, I think is good. I think a little more time to let Monster Hunter, DBZ, Shadow of the Colossus, let those games breathe a little bit.
I think this gives you a timeline for the other games to come.
I think so too.
They're probably gonna get pushed, most of them, to 2019.
I think Spider-Man will be like July-ish, around there.
No, I think that's
And
gonna be
then
like their main game for the fall, like October.
Really, you think you get pushed that far back? I was thinking Detroit would be like.
I mean, they
August.
didn't put a date on it. They just said 2018. Which
But
one's
I thought
gonna
they said
sell more?
anything that
Which one's
said
gonna sell
2018
more?
was beginning of the year. Well, Spider-Man, obviously.
Obviously, dude. I mean, you're gonna push the game until the game's ready, dude. Like we
But
thought
I
it was
think-
gonna God of
I
War
just
was gonna
think,
come
but
out in March.
if you
'cause
look
it
at
makes
Sony's
sense.
track record, though, they don't release games in the fall. They don't compete.
I'm
They
not
have
they don't
saying
want to
for a
compete.
while,
fall,
with
dude. They
quality.
could release early
Like
October,
August.
bro. October or September.
I even say
Middle of
September.
September.
Starting to. I'd say September latest.
But
Possibly,
it's Spider-Man, dude. That's gonna
I
sell
know,
just by
but
its
I'm
name.
I'm just looking at Sony's track record in this generation.
Well, I know that, but finally they got a game that they know it's gonna sell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
true.
let's hope we get a release.
If
date for
it's
that.
ready during fall, they'll do it. But yeah, it also
Yeah.
came out the new trailer. I didn't watch it. I'm
Oh,
not
it
really
was
going
so good.
blackout
Yeah,
on it, but you know, if it's coming
I'm
so
ready.
soon, I'll wait up.
My body's
But
ready.
that's
dude.
exciting. We're all picking that up. Hype. Next up, Ubisoft is making significant changes to the way players can
this is
purchase
funny.
Rainbow Six Siege. Well, that was what Ubisoft announced at first with the Siege's $40 standard edition replaced by a
Going up.
$60 advanced edition, which also tacks on some in-game currency.
600 Rainbow Six credits and 10 Outbreak collection packs. That's the big part. Is the Outbreak
Yeah, keep going.
collection
Keep reading a
packs.
little
Oh,
bit.
there's just loot boxes. Outbreak packs can be purchased separately for 300 credits, about $5. You can also earn 4 packs by logging in during the 4-week event, so that's a timed event. These packs guarantee unique items with no chance of duplicates. The gold edition.
Hold on. So the big deal about these Outbreak packs, you skipped over it, is that's the only way of getting the cosmetics from this Outbreak event is through these
By the
packs. So
packs.
that's why people are pissed that it's like, I own the base, not me specifically, but like someone in my stance is like, I own the base game, but now someone that's jumping in 3 years late buys the base game and they're getting the Outbreak packs and I still got to go buy the Outbreak packs. That's the argument. I don't think it's as big a deal as people are making it. Because I usually am kind of in the middle on these types of things. But continue with that, and then we'll get into it.
The gold edition, meanwhile, will jump from $70 to $90. It contains all content from the advanced edition, plus the year 3 content season pass. Why I said fuck, my headphones beep that they have a low battery. Wireless headphones. Plus the year 3 content season pass. So that's $90. You get all the things I said and the season pass. Following the reveal of the new pricing for Rainbow Six Siege, Ubisoft has issued an official statement on the subreddit, the biggest reveal of which was the standard edition of Siege will no longer be getting a price increase. So what does that mean?
So
It means
instead of-
future standard editions will always stay $60. Like it'll never go
Oh.
higher than that. So they're getting rid of the standard edition on consoles. On Steam, you'll still be able to play the $15 or $20 base game, whatever. I don't remember the price of it. But on consoles, there is going to be no like $40 standard edition,
not anymore.
like baseline, just the game, like the vanilla game. Whereas like you're still able to like go buy Destiny 2, like the base game, or like Destiny 1, you can technically still buy the base game. You can't buy the base game if it's digital anymore. It has to be like the Outbreak version. I think Jeffrey's changed his headphones. So Miguel, I'll give you thoughts.
Wait, that means that they're not going to $60. It's gonna stay at 40. Not that they're not gonna increase it after that.
Yeah, it's going to stay at 60.
No, it's gonna stay at 40.
Hold on. So,
No,
they backtracked
So they backtracked.
on the base game.
Yeah.
Okay. Might want to verify that for next week.
Up,
but yeah.
Microsoft has
That's
announced
how
that.
I took it. But
Hold on, so Miguel, you have any thoughts on that before we move on? Because this next one we're gonna have a lot to talk about.
Yeah. First of all, I get why people are complaining. I'm like in the middle. Like, you got no other way to get them. Too. I'm like, there's no other way to get them, but I kind of get it.
Like that's the
just like, yeah, the thing that sucks is that it's only for 4 weeks, the event, and if
that's the thing.
It passes that, and there's no other way to get it, you're kind of screwed if you wanted to get them. And you gotta actually spend money to get them.
But these are just cosmetics, correct?
Oh, it is, dude. But some of the cosmetics are really cool.
So
and that's what makes the game sometimes. So I mean, yeah, it kind of sucks a little bit. But
so literally, my argument for Destiny all the time that you shit on. All right,
it's way different, dude.
It is a lot different than Destiny. Destiny is literally
you don't play CG.
Destiny is the Eververse. So we're not talking about Destiny more. Fuck.
Microsoft has announced that all games from Microsoft Studios will now be added to the Xbox Game Pass subscription service on the release day, beginning with Sea of Thieves out on March 20th. Adding that State of Decay 2 and Crackdown and unannounced games in the Halo, Forza, and Gears of War franchise will also all be included. With the Microsoft Game Pass, if you're unaware, it's $10 a month. You get to not stream the games, download them, a whole library of games. They have Xbox 360, Xbox One games. Download them to your system.
Access to an entire library.
Yeah, and play them to your heart's content. But now we got a question from
says in the PS Best Friends Facebook group, fucking Jeffrey. Do you guys think Sony should be worried about the Xbox Game Pass, especially with exclusives being launched at the same time on the service? I think he means like day and date with the service. Obviously, I doubt Microsoft can catch the PS4 numbers, but it can make a dent going forward. I know personally, if I were to buy a console now, Game Pass would be a factor, along with PUBG and EA Access. Those three things can make it very appealing to newcomers to the console space. I don't think this is going to really affect. Like the Microsoft's not catching Sony this generation. That's
no,
pretty close to any fact you can get. I do think this changes things, at least going forward. Maybe next generation. I don't think Sony does anything like this. And I actually wanted to tie this back into God of War and how we were talking about how excited the developers were for like, oh my god, like we're so excited to announce this release date. And Sony seems to just have so much fun.
Did it? Jeffrey?
Yeah, he cut out for me also.
Cut off, right? Okay.
Anthony cut out, but we're going to continue speaking.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they're worried at all because Microsoft could fucking release these 3 games for free, and PlayStation won't even. I
feel they're doing it because the games that they have are not as big as what the PlayStation has.
Yeah.
And how big they can make them. Like, who knew that Horizon was going to be as big as it was, you know? It's like Days Gone. Yeah. I think it's going to be another big game. Like, the games that they're releasing, Sea of Thieves, it's, you know, people are like, it's okay, it's not. State of Decay, the hype for it is not there because it's a small game. Crackdown 3, I think that game is probably not going to release anytime soon.
I mean, State of Decay 1 came out at like $30, no? Wasn't it like $20?
Yes, it was. And it was $20-$30, and it was great.
You guys were still recording that?
Yeah, we're still
yeah, we
still rolling.
Just kept talking.
You froze, but we continued.
Sorry about that, guys. Internet issues, but we're back. Talking about God of War. So, guys, pick up where you left off, and then let me know where I left off when I cut out.
No, we were talking about the Game Pass still. You're talking about.
I was gonna tie it back. So, God of War is what I was gonna do. So you didn't hear any of that.
No, not really.
Okay, so like I was saying,
beginning of your saying.
Yeah, we're like kind of in the beginning, but I think we all agree that PlayStation's not gonna do that, right?
Yeah, that PlayStation's not gonna do anything like this, and PlayStation.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. PlayStation.
The only thing I could see is them.
I
could see them changing how PS Now works, PlayStation Now, and having probably more games in the servers, and probably making it a way to. Yeah,
they do have
a way for you to download the games to your console. That's the only change I could see, but I don't see them putting the exclusives that are coming out at the same time at the service.
Because, there's no need to, really.
So what I was saying before my internet cut out was that I wanted to tie it back to God of War and how Sony kind of celebrates their first party games so much, and it gets the fans hyped for the games, and like we're so excited. Like we're so excited for God of War. We don't care about spending $60 to get it up front. And their games are so focused, and like every game they launch, except for the Order 1886, is so focused, and like the message is like, this is this game. It's a fantastic experience, and
they know how to hype the games the right way.
Right, and with Microsoft, I feel like Microsoft is kind of weighing their options, and I think they realized that they might not be selling enough games at full price $60.
No, like I was they'll
make more money this way.
Before you locked out or whatever happened, I was telling Jeffrey, like, how much do you think COT is gonna sell? How much do you think State of Decay, which is great game,
I think
how
they'll
much
get way more people
sell?
playing those games when they're in Game
this
Pass.
way.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Like Crackdown 3, they talked about the game for how many years already? Like 5.
Dude, I was
6?
not going to touch that game with a 10-foot
That
pole
game's
until they said it was
broken
gonna
as
be
hell.
Game Pass.
Like the next Halo, we're not gonna see that until probably 2020.
But now the last thing Karan said, these three things can make it very appealing to newcomers.
Yeah, it does.
It does? You think now that
It
you have a
gives you a
PlayStation?
gigantic backlog.
That, and you get EA Paxes by itself, knowing that you're gonna be able to play games a little bit
EA
earlier.
Access is a bigger deal than
you're gonna have the years from before, like if you're a Madden guy or a basketball guy with the EA NBA Live game now. What's UFC? You got all these sports games that people play, and they have them there if you pay $5 a month. It's like you said, Anthony. Like, why did Sony pass on this? Who fucking knows, right? But
the content wasn't up to par.
That's what they said. But come on, dude, it's
I'm still really upset that they passed on it. So, I don't. Well, yeah, just one last thing.
One of the reasons that I got the Xbox, other than PUBG, that I don't play with it was for EA Access. So I did get it for that.
But do you think you're going to get Game Pass now too?
I mean, I already have it because I have free, but I haven't touched any of the games that are there. So, like, I would like to try if State of Decay was there, because I asked you when they released it, they didn't say it first. State of Decay were not. I asked, like, I remember, I don't know if you guys remember, I asked, like, is every game going to be there? And you guys confirmed it, and I was like, oh, I might end up getting it just because of that. So,
like, the fact that Halo and Gears are going to be in there is kind of huge. Like, imagine, like, Horizon 2 and, like, God of War 2. We're going to
just for the Forza games, people are going to get it just for the Forza games.
That's a huge thing too. Yep. Plus, it does give you a discount if you want to purchase the game to keep, which is a big deal.
They're going to have like a type of discount, right? Like EA has, if you want to buy it.
Yep. Again, I don't think Sony has anything to worry about for this generation. I think next generation, they need to start figuring out what they're going to do. Because the PS4 is not.
And the key, in my opinion, is with PlayStation Now. They got to restructure that format.
Yep, I totally agree. Because Gaikai, it just looks like it wasn't worth it at this point. I don't know the numbers for who's playing PlayStation Now, but the streaming thing, it's just not
like story-based games. I heard that are okay. It's when you're trying to play like competitive or like multiplayer games that it's just
like you can't play Killzone 3 on PS Now online. It's not reliable
because you're pinging to another server. Yep, and trying to get that information is just not viable.
True. But now moving on to a new segment called Hit It or Quit It. You might remember it from other podcasts, other PlayStation podcasts in the past. We're going to go through what used to be the quick news and pretty much say hit it or quit it on if we should delve into it. So let's go first off. Epic Games is shutting down its free-to-play MOBA Paragon. I think this is definitely hit it, right?
Yeah. Well, because it ties in Game to Go and I play a lot.
Yeah.
So Epic will continue operating Paragon servers until April 26th. If you remember, this came out in 2015, right? No, 2016.
So before you get into that, they announced like 2-3 weeks before they were going to slow it down the
support for it.
The support for it, yeah.
2016. After careful consideration and many difficult internal debates, we feel there isn't a clear path for us to grow Paragon into a MOBA that retains enough players to be sustainable, reads Epic's statement. We didn't execute well enough to deliver on the promise of Paragon. We have failed you despite the team's incredibly hard work, and we're sorry. Epic will be offering a full refund to every Paragon player for every purchase they made in the game on any platform. That's insane that everyone's getting refunds, but it reads so like you don't see this in in the industry often. Like they're like genuinely, it seems like apologizing.
Like sincere, yeah. They're like, we're
like,
sorry, we couldn't make it work.
Which like
Like,
feels so weird.
It's not that it's shitty. The game's good, dude. I played a
I'm
lot
saying
of it when it came out.
They think that their game didn't like. They think their game's a failure. We have failed you. You know, like I feel that's such a.
Like, it's genuinely like we couldn't make our game what we wanted it to be. So,
I mean,
yeah.
But the fact that
it's
they're
good self-awareness, at least, you know.
And it's coming from them. It's not coming through like you have to contact Epic and they refund you. It's not going through like PSN.
Oh no, you just gotta go in their website
window.
And
I mean, they have all that Fortnite money, really, you know. So
I mean, they have all that Unreal Engine money.
Like,
but
exactly, but
it's not like it's gonna kill them. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice they did that. Yeah,
like fuck you, whatever.
I mean,
exactly.
This is happening. This is happening because of Fortnite.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I
think Paragon might have been shutting down whether Fortnite happened or not. I think they're just realizing, hey,
yeah, but I think Fortnite is a big part of it, though.
Fortnite definitely
the game's making way too much money, and it's so huge right now.
Fortnite kind of the decision,
and it helps when that game you could see the difference every 2 weeks you have something new, and Fortnite
has been getting a lot of really quality.
I mean, but Paragon was also getting updates for a while as well. It was getting some good support.
Paragon is a good game, like Miguel said. I mean, I
played it. I liked it.
I played around with it, and I
really
enjoyed it.
Yeah, so that's that. I assume most of those guys are going to move over somewhere else in Epic because
they're saying that they're
about
moving them around. No,
yeah,
they're moving them
good.
Around. So
I mean,
hopefully nobody gets fired.
Team 2 Fortnite, like before, like the last update.
Yeah, I remember that as well.
Fortnite team. So, and Fortnite's team is 2 different teams. There's a Battle Royale team and a Save the World team. So, next
up, former Uncharted director Sean Escayag and Dead Space producer Stephen Barry have joined the Avengers Project game developed by Crystal Dynamics.
Quit it.
I was gonna say quit it just because, like, all right,
yeah.
there.
I mean, that's
other than Jeffrey saying that it's insane. There's nothing to get in there.
It's cool, yeah. High profile people working on a game, so we'll see when we get gameplay. Next up, Facebook has announced a pilot program for its own game streaming platform that was launched on the 27th this month. The platform will allow creators. Oh yeah, what?
Let's hit it.
Hit it? All right, fine.
Yeah, you gotta read the first sentence and let us say hit or quit it, bro. Come on, man.
I was gonna say in terms of discussion. But the platform will allow creators to live stream in 1080, 60, and Facebook has committed to add additional features based on input from creators. Facebook is also examining monetization options, which will be available to participants in the initial pilot program. So, of course, a direct competitor to Twitch.
Yes.
And YouTube.
Yep.
The monetization thing is going to definitely draw YouTubers in.
Yeah.
I don't see it taking off.
You're out of your mind. Facebook is the biggest
Facebook
on the planet.
They are. Exactly. No. I'm a big proponent of Facebook.
Let me ask you this. If you're on your phone taking a shit, right? Because we discussed this. You do that all the time. When you turn it on, you're in Facebook.
Cocktail Hour.
Just say it. What is it?
Check out Cocktail Hour where we talk about pooping.
All right.
A lot.
What is it easier to just get into Facebook and check stuff around, and then you see that someone that you like is live, just click on it and it pops out, or actually go into the Twitch app and like trying to figure out who's on?
No, I think this is good because it's going to be able to get your friends to view it easier because they're just like scrolling through Facebook and my friend's live.
Yeah, true. If you're streaming to Facebook, that's a good point. But I mean, just comparing to the recent stuff this summer with the Facebook shows, remember that? IGN had their own one, and exactly, you guys don't even remember. Facebook's had.
I remember, but what's your point?
Is that big? Is that taking off? I mean,
they need to. They need to adjust the app for that.
There's a video section. There's a whole tab for video.
I just got that too. I just noticed that. I just noticed that last night.
Oh, that's been there for a while.
I know, but I just noticed that last night.
Facebook needs to be consistent with rolling out their updates because Miguel has an update on his iPhone that I don't have on my iPhone.
Oh, so they do that in terms of like the different.
They roll it out
reactions.
Yeah, so that's I think what they need to do is make sure this launches at the same time for every fucking device. But no, I think this could be huge. I think you need to give it the time.
That's because you got the X though. That's why I think.
Maybe I don't know. The way
I'm skeptical on this. I'm skeptical on this in terms of taking over Twitch.
It's not gonna take over Twitch.
I think
it's gonna take a while if it does.
right, whether or not it takes Twitch
It's
down.
I'm gonna say this. It's gonna be bigger than the YouTube Live thing.
YouTube Live is pretty big. I don't know about that. YouTube Live is pretty big. I know streamers that only stream to YouTube Live.
I know that, but
monetization is
exactly, dude.
Unless you're a really big streamer. So
unless you're a really big one and you're just
YouTube kind of de-incentivizes
kind of partnership.
New content creators.
It is.
So.
South Park, which we are for some reason. South Park: The Stick of Truth will be available as a standalone purchase for the first time. Quit it.
That's cool, but
$30.
It's going to be available standalone.
February 13th.
And then Gran Turismo Sport, but whatever.
Yeah. Gran Turismo Sport patch 1.11 went live on the 26th.
Quit it before you even finish.
Yeah, quit it.
No, I'm gonna hit it real quick.
Hit it real quick. Why? What do you got?
Really quick. If you're into the game, you're getting a bunch of stuff in this update. New cars,
because that was your issue, is that there weren't enough cars, right?
Yeah. I still don't like that they don't have like the actual old cars.
Like it's all sports.
It's still all sports cars, but I see what they're trying to do with the game, which is cool. But it's nice to see that they're consistently making updates, putting more cars and putting more stuff. So, I mean, for $40 that the game, I think the game's for $40. So it's worth it.
Check it out if you're a racing fan.
Hey. Now, here is the list of PlayStation games coming to every possible PlayStation platform as read by your best friends for the week of January 30th, 2017. First off, a very...
It is. Just so you know.
First off, we have a very... What'd you say?
I said it is 2018, just so you know.
I said 17?
It did say 17, and I updated it in the doc.
Bricks 2 PS4 Digital. The picture for this is... a bunch of females, all different art styles.
And then
is that a fighter?
And then a guy riding a dragon.
Yeah, you have like an anime chick. You have like a realistic looking chick. You have like a Dead or Alive looking chick. It looks like just copy and pasted from like some asset store.
Yeah.
Cold Iron.
I think it looks like
art styles.
No, it's a classic retro arcade game.
Okay.
Cold Iron PSVR digital. The City of Final Fantasy NT PS4 digital retail.
Too much shit going.
I think a couple of our audience members is really excited about this game.
Yeah.
I know we got
good on you if you could figure out how the fuck to play it.
It looks visually amazing, I got to say that.
But it's cool. They got Squall's Gunblade on the cover.
Linings up in there. EA Sports UFC 3 PS4 digital retail out 2-2.
Conor McGregor.
It's all right.
Yeah, Conor. Was Conor always was Conor McGregor? Was he on the last couple box arts?
The last one was Ronda and her. Yeah. And the first one I don't remember who it was. It was so long ago.
It was Gustafsson and Bones.
Oh, quick thing. I didn't notice any loot boxes on the game. I don't know if they took them out or something.
Oh, huh. Interesting.
There's there's Ultimate Team stuff, but it's not really.
Yeah, I mean, no, but I know the career mode had when people were playing the beta. They were saying that it had loot boxes. That's how you unlock stuff. And I've been playing the game and I haven't noticed any
maybe
loot
they
boxes.
took it out, and maybe the boxes or packs or whatever are just for Ultimate Team.
I mean, we didn't put it in our Islander report, but I've seen a lot of reports the past week or two of big like Forbes and CBS, not CBS. What are the?
I'll get into it.
CBS, NBC, whatever.
Making a big deal, like
financial outlets talking about Activision and EA's like stock dropping and shareholders being upset due to audience displeasure with
the
loot boxes and stuff. Yeah. So that's interesting. Which is good. That get picked up, like financially and actually hitting their bottom line.
It's good for us, for the players, for the gamers.
Yeah. So they're kind of finally getting a bit in the ass. Feral Fury, PS4 digital. Fruitacia 2, PS4 digital.
Feral Fury?
Feral, feral. I don't know. Feral, I guess. Yeah, like feral animal. Nightmares from the Deep 3, Davy Jones, PS4 digital, out 2-2. Looks interesting.
It definitely is a puzzle. How much you want to bet that is a puzzle game? Or like one of those like I Spy games?
It says puzzle game.
Nice. Saw plenty of puzzles. Out of Ammo, PSVR digital. It looks like one of those classic Minecraft shooting ripoff games.
Yep.
Check. We should look into it. It actually might be like really fun.
It's like $20, I bet.
Oh, it's a VR game. I'm out.
Probably terrible, but we should look into it.
The Pierhead Arcade PS4 digital.
Look at the game. The next game. I can't wait for this game, dude.
Railway Empire PS4 digital.
Can't wait, dude. So high for it. So good.
Exploit the economic opportunities of the United States in an extensive campaign, working your way step by step from coast to coast across this great continent.
So you're like legitimately excited for this? Like you're not trolling?
I think he's joking.
I'm
Restless.
joking, dude.
I was like,
low key. Miguel's a train guy, actually. Restless Spirit, PS4 digital, out 2-1. Striker's Edge, PS4 digital. Time Recoil, PS Vita digital. Time Recoil is a top-down shooter where you kill to slow time, experience amazing slow-motion gunfights, and trigger spectacular special moves.
Shit, what was it called? Mr. Shifty?
Is that Mr.? I mean, this is kind of like a top-down super hot. Like I'm like slow-mo wise.
So it's
I'm feeling.
Hotline Miami meets Super Hot.
Yeah,
that's what it sounds like. And as a Vita exclusive, maybe. Look at that.
Vita lives.
Anthony, get it. Let us know.
Wolverblade, PS4 digital. And that's about it. Migos has a new album. Mike Posner has a new album.
Mike Posner is still making music. Good on him.
Yeah. And that's
Tyler Perry's Boo 2, a Medea Halloween.
Garbage.
What's on PlayStation View? Big Poppy needs a job. Oh God. Yeah.
Big
so that's
Pop. I like it.
Isn't he on ESPN? Doesn't he have a job?
I
thought I saw him announcing.
I mean, he probably has his own show too. So for game time this week, if you're new to PS Best Friends, this is the time of the show where we do a game time. Usually, we do a.
And I usually win.
I do a Metacritic game where I choose 5 games of Metacritic, and they have to guess the game's scores. But this week we're going to try.
I usually win. And because I win too much.
99 out of 100 times. But this time, we're going to try something new. We're going to try 20 questions. So this game is a PlayStation game. That is all I'm going to tell you.
That's
so
not
you
how it works, but
the last question has to be you guessing the game. Like, you can't guess 20 questions and then guess the game.
We kind of know how it works.
Jeffrey, well, I'm just clarifying.
All right. Jeffrey. All right, I'm going to shout you down right now. Anthony, you're in timeout right now. It's me and Jeffrey talking now, all right? Jeffrey, you want to ask for what console came out first? Because it's a PlayStation game. Because he messed that up already. But
I mean, it's a PlayStation podcast, of course.
I mean, you can make anything. Doesn't matter.
We could only ask yes or no questions, though.
Yeah.
Like
we could ask: is it a PS3 era? Is it a PS4 era? Is it a PS?
That would kill it. Oh, I got it. Break them in half.
By the year,
we'll get 3 consoles. Did it come out before 2013? No. Did it come out before November 2013?
I gotta look it up quick.
Oh, because then that says if it's PS4 or 1, 2, or 3, rather than asking is it PS4, is it PS3, is it PS2?
But it could have come out on PS3 too, and the Vita.
Okay, so
no, this is kind of finding if it's a PS4 game or not.
No, it's not, because games were still coming out for Vita and. Okay. Ask the question.
Oh, I guess it could be like Rogue or something.
Ask the question one more time.
Oh, better question. Is it PlayStation console? No, is it
my God.
Is it PlayStation exclusive?
That's actually a
you really want is that your real question?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think that knocks out a lot of games, right?
It's gonna be a
exclusive. I thought you meant is it exclusive to
Is it multi-platform? Yeah, it can be multi-platform.
No,
is it PlayStation exclusive?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a good question.
And let's get released.
Is it a console game?
Yes.
Oh, good question. Console game, okay.
So we're gonna take out handhelds out.
Did it release on a PlayStation with an even number?
No.
Ooh.
So it's
1 or 3.
1 and 3. Let's narrow it. 1 or 3. Did it came out for the PS3?
Yes.
Okay, so
PS3
it's PS3
exclusive.
Okay. Now let's get into
How many questions are we at? So I think.
Oh fuck.
I don't know. 2.
I'm gonna keep track with my fingers.
2. We got 2 questions.
So you asked PlayStation exclusive.
Hey, you're not counting, so we got 2. All right.
No. Is it exclusive? Is it a console?
Is the console
even? So we're at 4. This is gonna be 5.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep my fingers straight.
Don't ask it. Ask me first, dude.
I'm asking Miguel. I'm thinking. Is it part of a franchise?
Okay, we'll do that. That's.
Is it? It's in a franchise. Franchise meaning multiple games.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
not just it's
Okay, it is. Okay. Do you want to ask if it's like a first person, third person?
Yeah, it's a good one. Is it a first person shooter?
No.
Should we ask if it's a third person just in case? Because it could be. I mean,
No, because then we're
it's-
dealing with so because like what if it's Bloodborne or something? Like it's a third person
Yeah, okay.
game. Uh,
Next week we might open this up to more than just PlayStation games.
is there a male protagonist?
Yes.
No.
So it
Okay.
is. Okay.
So on the
Which
PS3,
doesn't really narrow it down if you think about it.
yeah, I guess if it was PS4, that would have been helpful. Male protagonist, PS3, not a first person shooter.
Could it be Infamous?
You know, he could go even. I mean, that's like a later question, but we could ask like, is he bald? Because then that's like Nathan Hale, Cole McGrath. But that's not really. That's just a
Do
couple.
you? I'm gonna ask him if you have superpowers. I guess that's what you call them, right? I mean,
Yeah. Okay.
does your character have superpowers?
Main character superpowers? No. That's 8.
Huh.
Is
Okay.
it
So
Naughty
it's
Dog? Okay, yeah. Is it a Naughty Dog game?
Yes.
Okay. So it's
Okay,
most likely
now
Uncharted.
there's 4 fucking games. Yeah.
So we got on the PS3, right? You got
Um,
Uncharted, but that's okay. That's the third person. Last of Us. I mean,
Yeah. No,
not that one because it's not a part of the series.
It's Uncharted 1, 2, 3, or Last of Us. It's
I
a
mean,
Naughty
not
Dog
Last
game.
of Us. It's not Last of Us because,
Last of Us 2 is now part of a franchise, if you want to.
but it hasn't come out though. So
Okay, but
that's up to you to.
seems like he's considering it a
that's-
franchise. He's considering it a franchise though. So,
that's stupid. Okay.
That's-
Even though the second game hasn't come
how
out.
many questions we at?
You can decipher that however you want. You were at 9 questions.
However
let's
you
get it.
want. You're the one that's supposed to say yes or no to.
All right, hold on. We're getting. Should
need
we
to
just
I
have-
go?
told you what I thought, and then
Should we just go for the game? Should we just guess the game?
No, not that. What the fuck?
Because then we'll get it in 10.
You have 11 questions.
All right, well, yeah, we have
I
to
wanna
ask.
get it right. Here, do we think it's gonna be one of the Uncharted?
Yeah,
You
let's ask that. Yeah.
This game though, and then get it wrong, and then ask, "Is it with this game?" It's like you need to.
Does
really
the title end with a 2?
Yes.
No, wait. Why would you ask that? What the fuck? Oh, it does. Oh, okay, fine. I tried
There
to.
you go.
Nice.
That's right. So next time we'll open it up to more.
You're
than 20.
welcome, Jeffrey.
11 questions. No, I'm saying if you would have done that, then we would have. I guess yeah, because then we would have lost if
It's
we just
only
asked.
3.
Too.
I didn't
Fair enough.
ask. I asked the question: does the title end with a 2? Not. I didn't ask if the game is.
All right. So what is that? 11. 11's our high
11.
score.
Yeah.
All right, word. And then that was game time, but we haven't done this in a while. Trophy time. Quick because this is kind of a I guess like
Give a shout out to
a fixing of
Hey, Jeffrey.
a video that's going to come out in the future.
I'm
But
gonna stop you a bit.
what-
How does it feel to win?
got him.
yes. Let's see if that.
My bad, dude. I had to do it, dude.
Me and Anthony have a video coming out soon about trophies, and we're talking about Celeste, whether it had a platinum or not. It does have a platinum, yet it looks very unobtainable because it requires
Does
collecting
it?
all the things in the games. Yeah, I mean, it says
Depends
collect
if
all
you're
the strawberry.
good at the
Yeah,
game or not, dude. I mean,
it's a
That's what it's
collectathon
unobtainable,
platinum.
it
it's
could
like
be
you
for
need to
someone
really
really easy, for you really hard. So I mean,
True. Dragon Ball Fighter Z also came out, has a platinum. That one looks
somewhat easy.
relatively easy. The rarest one right now is acquire 20 million Zenny, which is just in-game currency.
Yeah,
So that's probably just a grind.
Yeah, and you get a bunch of it. So I mean,
And yeah, there's no trophy that's like beat 100 ranked matches. There is a trophy
to play, right?
Play, I think
20.
20
It's rank or
ranked
casual?
matches. There's
Play is acceptable
Okay.
as a trophy.
there's
for me.
trophies for both.
That's
yeah,
fine. If
play,
you're just
casual, and
playing
play.
it, that's
Yeah, because I hate the ones that it says you gotta win.
You can't control that.
Yeah,
Yeah, there is no online trophies that you need to win. It's only play. So that actually looks like an obtainable platinum for that.
I
What?
think the most difficult ones are probably gonna be like do the combos.
Yeah, but you could probably do that. Like, yeah,
And then
Yeah,
do you
the
have
CPU.
a Monster
Monster
trophy
Hunter
list?
also has a platinum. This one,
Better. I mean, I probably won't get it, but
There's hunt 500 large monsters, research everything about almost every monster. That's a very odd text for a trophy.
About 600 hours.
No, that's the trophy text. Research everything about almost every monster. What does that mean?
So you gotta kill every monster then, and like.
So it's probably like complete 90% of the best year or something like that. That's probably what it really means. That's probably a translation.
Obtain a giant crown for almost every monster. So that's like, I guess, like do the best, like at S rank.
So it's probably a percentage you have to hit. And like I said, translation probably didn't.
And there's even a reach a hunter rank 100. So this does seem kind of difficult. This seems like you're going to have to put hours into. Like there's not just any easy way.
But that's the kind of game where you're going to want to put hours into it anyways. So
yeah,
I probably sense. Get the platinum, but I'm excited for that.
Yeah, that has been a quick trophy time, impromptu.
Looking at the Dragon Ball Z trophies, the one that people might have a problem with, it's the one. It's the name of it is. My power level is 530,000.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that means like you need to, because it says acquire 530,000 BP, meaning battle points or like damage to someone or what? I'm not.
Oh yeah, I don't know what BP is. That could be a tough one.
Why don't we get back on that one next week once we've played it and figure out what that is, whether that's currency or.
No, that's not currency. That's not currency though.
Interesting to note. Neither
that's power level with someone like playing with a character.
Dragon Ball and Celeste, they don't have 50 trophies. They have 36 and I think 31 Celeste. So that's just interesting to note. Not a full list.
I only have like 3 trophies in it, and it's like you have 45% of the trophies. Like,
I think there's 12 in that game.
No, another game. Like there's no reason to not have a platinum in that game. Such a bummer.
I don't know.
For which one?
For Edith Finch.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and also new Assassin's Creed DLC came out. That has trophies, the hidden ones.
Ooh. One thing that I forgot. I didn't put it on the doc because it's a kind of news. Ghost Recon. They were gonna put loot boxes, and they took it. Like they announced it, and the next day they just took them out. Like, oh no, we're not gonna add them.
Now that was also gonna only be cosmetic stuff, and then
it was gonna be cosmetic.
That might have been a little bit of people overreacting, but I mean, at least Ubisoft reacted instead of
like really fast.
Yeah,
it wasn't even.
At least they reacted to fan response, but I do think
I don't understand. I don't understand why you would like want that attention. Like that bad press can't.
It's probably something that was in the pipeline.
Yeah.
Like, well, let's just, instead of completely scrapping it, let's see how to react to it, and then
people. Yep. So. And it's gonna be just skins for the PvP mode, so it's just gonna be skins for the guns and stuff like that. And people were like, "Why are you doing this? Like, you don't need it. The game doesn't need it."
So at least they're listening. Any closing comments?
Oh yeah, I did the New York Game Awards this week. I helped do that. I was an intern on that production. That was fun. Todd Howard showed up. He got a Legend Award. I got a picture with him. Melina Jurgens was there. I got a picture with her. She's great. She's
it's not fair. You don't even like Hellblade. You don't even like.
Yeah, you're not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, I told her I loved it, but what would I? Imagine I did go up there and like I don't like and then just list it or just played the podcast and like here are my qualms with the game.
Not even fair.
Valerie Loman.
You don't deserve it, dude.
Voice actress for Edith Finch was there. Pete Hines was there. Showed him my kind of funny bracelet. Right. Gave me a.
I told you that I'm surprised that actually people went there.
Stream was kind of a hot mess
because the stream was just crap.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was just the way they were streaming it or the angle or
even the presentation wasn't that good. I just gotta say it, dude.
Plus, there was a guy at the beginning. I don't want to shit on it. I feel bad, but
then a guy chewing gum.
Jeffrey's boss listens the stream, and then proceeds to fire him.
Hey, dude, it's true, dude. They gotta improve. That's just
I'll let them know. I don't know why that guy was chewing gum.
2 years.
Like I said,
2 years from now it's gonna be better.
Stream quality wasn't that good. Like
it was better.
It was a production. It wasn't the actual stream, dude. The stream was fine. It was just the production of it. It was kind of fucking weird.
Yeah, it could tighten up some screws.
Going from actually people talking to a logo screen and then going back to it, I'm like,
I don't know why they do that.
Why are you doing that?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
You should be the one telling them how to do that shit.
They have guys. I'm an intern. I literally my job was to
I mean,
go
they could
buy
hire
beer
me,
from
and I
a
could do a
shop
probably
right
better job, dude.
and set up the beer.
Into that.
And see, that's when you need to step in and say, "Yo, let me do this shit. I'll do it better."
And then you get us over there, bro. You know, with everything, pay expenses, everything, and then we fly in there to help you out.
And then lastly,
How about that?
Machine Games guys were there. The guy with the hat who's always vaping on Giant Bomb, and then the other guy,
Okay.
Jens Matisse, I think his name is. I'm like, oh, dude, love your game, and like he was like pretty much by himself. I'm like, then my friend came over because he doesn't give a shit about like telling developers because he's going to study to be a developer, but, like telling developers like what he thinks wrong with the game, and he was like
he's giving them actual criticism, not
yeah,
just
he's like, oh, when you're
not sucking up like you did. Right.
Yeah, when you get low health, like you don't really know you're about to like your screen doesn't flash red. He's like, yeah, we realized that, and there's gonna be an update coming to kind of make it more obvious when you're about to die, so you don't just randomly die from 2 shots. And that's cool. It's cool that an update is coming. I don't know if that was off the record or anything. It's
probably a little too late, but yeah. And also, side note before we get going, before I close the show out, we are looking for some music for some new content we're doing. So if you if you make any cool tunes in GarageBand or anything like that, let us know and we'll take a listen. My buddy just sent me some more stuff to listen to, but yeah, we're looking for some new stuff. We got some new content coming down the pipeline.
Yeah, eventually you're gonna end up having to pay them.
Jeffrey mentioned we're gonna have some one-on-one content coming up too. The other 2 things we have 2 other ideas coming out as well that maybe next week might be ready to reveal.
Yeah,
I
might put my Until Dawn Rush of Blood Let's Play up on where you could find that is on PS Best Friends on YouTube. So just search YouTube PS Best Friends. Give us a subscribe if you're listening, just so we could get up to. We're not doing this for monetary or anything like that. We're doing it just so we could have a custom URL and that'd be easier.
But now what the bar got raised from 1,000 to 10,000 or something.
Yeah, that's for monetizing though, which we're not really worrying about.
Okay.
As long as you're listening on podcast platforms, that's good. But just so we can have an easier thing, so other people could click to.
It's easier to share it, yeah.
But it's PS Best Friends. Just search it, and it's pretty much the same thing as typing it into a URL bar. But yeah. And that's that.
Keep an eye and an ear out for our new content coming soon. Again, Cocktail Hour will be posting the day after this posts. That'll be the first episode of that. And again, some one-on-ones are going to be coming up. We have recorded a couple. We're going to be doing a couple more this week. And then again, more new content outside of those 2 things will also be coming soon, hopefully next week for an official announcement. Miguel, where can people find you at?
You can find me at
Jeffrey, where can people find you at?
You can find me Brawl96 on PSN or Mr. Brawl96 on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Did he freeze? Oh, I think he froze. You can find Miguel Dark Angel.
They can find me Dark Angel 1010. Dude, this T is woke me up. God damn. Dark Angel 1010 at PSN.
And you can find me on PSN, the X188.
Idea. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You can find me PSN, the only X188, Twitter at Anthony Palm. Go ahead.
If we all get Dragon Ball, and if anyone out there gets it too, you guys want to, because there's ways that you could play in a tournament. Yeah, and it actually works. The servers work, dude. It's so good.
Oh wow, surprising!
I forgot to mention that earlier. The servers are so good, dude.
Yeah, let's try and get
it. Actually worked. The beta worked. They did it for a reason and it worked.
Like the beta served the function of actually stress testing the servers.
That's funny.
Yep.
Good to know. So let us know if you're interested in that. Let's get a DBZ tournament going. This has been the PS Best Friends podcast, episode 37. For any questions, comments, and concerns, you can hit us up on Twitter at PSBF Podcast, or you can join our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/PS Best Friends. Also, please don't forget to subscribe. Give us that 5-star rating on podcast apps of choice. Again, that's just going to help us get noticed so more people can enjoy the podcast, which will then grow the Facebook group and all that good stuff. And again, like Jeffrey mentioned, if you can give us a subscribe on YouTube, that's just going to help us get a custom URL, which is going to be easier to share with all you guys. Thanks for listening in. Again, this has been PS Best Friends episode 37, and we will catch you all next week.
Peace.
Peace out, boys.